Yes. No, no, don't tip over.
It set the world record in 1933 and gave the Granville brothers a run for their money. Incredibly able to compete competitively for nearly a decade. Will this model also continue that trend? One way to find out. Before we move on to the show, I want to talk to you about PCBWay. Turn your hobby electronic ideas into reality with their fast and inexpensive PC board fabrication services. Just upload your design and get it in days. They offer a one-stop solution service where you can develop a whole package start to finish. From internal electronics to CNC machining, injection molding, or even 3D printing of structures. Free online pricing quotes let you decide the best options. Make your hobby projects look extra professional with their customizable prototyping services. Act now and take advantage of PCBWay's 8th year anniversary special discounts. PCBWay, your one-stop prototyping solution. But before she could fly, I needed to balance her. She was quite tail-heavy, so some machinist blocks were used to get an idea how much weight I would need. One heavy block and a dense prop seemed to do the trick. A block that weighed just over 26 ounces, that is, plus 6.4 ounces for a glass prop, with a woody being about half that weight. I'll start by measuring some lead shot from a diving weight. Next, I made a barrier behind the dummy cylinders using duct tape. Pour the lead shot in. Then cover liberally with some slow setting epoxy. When cured, you have the most effective place to add balanced weight. Worked good, once I had the batteries in the proper position. Still, I decided to use the heavier prop to add a bit of margin. To secure the cowl, I used rubber bonded washers from RTL Fasteners. These will really grip the cowl and prevent it from moving around the screw holes. With that, she's ready to go. Since the engine was repurposed from a crashed model, I needed to test it out before heading out to the field. At first, she didn't seem to want to fire up. Persistence paid off as it finally sprang to life. Yep, runs like a charm. Out at the field, she still seemed reluctant to start. Turns out the servo choke control had come loose. Yeah, now we're talking. That is, after getting my transmitter back from the cameraman.
All right, Gilmore Red, Gilmore Model 44, ticking away like a clock. Taxi her out. Do a nice control check here. Ailerons, elevator, rudder. All right, a nice clear day. Bring around. Handles pretty well on the ground. All right, we are number one in the pattern. Give a little rudder. Put some right rudder and she's up. Engine seems to be doing pretty good. There we go. She's up, get her up on step. Feeling good. Looks like it could use a little bit of up trim. There we go. And she's handling really nice. It's a nice stable aircraft. Takes her on at a decent speed. We'll come at a low pass here. Get a little opposite rudder. It's very nice. 35cc engine. It's actually quite smooth. You can see it got up pretty quickly. So despite the little dinky wings, we'll slow her down a little bit here. Very low. Coming around. Not really a plane you want to jerk around. I mean, it's a 30s era RACER. It's kind of flies smooth. Has a nice profile. Coming really low. Yeah. We'll bring her in, see if we can coach a roll out of her. It'll do it. I think I'm at low rates. Let's try higher rates. Try another roll. There we go. It's a little faster. The other direction. See, coach a loop out of her. Nice. It looks pretty good. I'll bring her around. Probably thinking, does he throttle back? No, it's a RACER. Balls to the wall, baby. Try a knife edge here. Full rudder. Not bad. He's a bit of up elevator. Quite a bit of up elevator. But it'll knife edge. Pretty good. Do a snap roll. Kind of, sort of. To the other direction. Kind of, sort of. Again, it's a RACER. It doesn't have a whole lot of throws on the elevator. It's just a nice, smooth flying aircraft. Got a little bit of thrust pitch coupling. It needs a little, I think, just a touch of down thrust on it. When I back off, the nose comes up just ever so slightly. Yeah, there it is. All right, so the cameraman's asking for some low passes. Is that low enough for you?
Yeah, a little more. I didn't know you'd be that close.
Ha! Looks like I startled cameraman Jeff.
All right, let's just bring her up. See how she handles at low speed. Go get some altitude. Get about 10 mistakes high. Throttle back a little bit. Feed her some up elevator. Up, up, up. Not bad. A little bit of a right. Just a touch to the right. Very good. Very nice stall characteristics.
I would have surely thought the stubby wings would have protested far more.
Good to know you can kind of flip it around without any issues. Inverted. Look at that. Easy. Just to touch it down. Let's try a stall turn. Kick the rudder over. Yeah, the rudder's pretty effective. Look at that. All right. That's pretty nice. Let's bring her in. The wind kind of died, so we're gonna come in towards the sun. a better camera angle. So throttle it back a little bit. It likes a little bit of throttle on landing, so. Whoa! Oh! Don't! That's not how you do it.
Indeed, it wasn't. And the heckling didn't help.
Where'd you get your pilot license, Cracker Jack box?
Not to be deterred, I wanted another go at making a good landing. After all, I couldn't end on such a bad performance. Instead, I ended on an even worse landing.
Said you were going to do it again. It must be a warbird.
All right. I'm consistent. Well, yeah. Okay, hand launch next time.
Talking there.
I can land, promise. All right, so we found the problem. The problem with the wheel. Wheel locked up. Was it one locked up or just?
Did they rub on the wheel again?
Yeah, probably grabbed on a wheel pad or something.
It came loose, it's wobbling.
Yeah, so scuff marks, mainly cosmetic. So that'll buff out.
After digging out some gravel in the prop screws, I decided to adjust the pitching up I was having with throttling down. Since it pitched down at full speed, I removed the top two washers to tilt the motor up a bit. Hopefully this up thrust will settle her down a bit, especially on landing. Inspecting the wheels, I quickly noticed I had broken part of the axle, likely as a result of my hard landings. Fortunately, I had a spare axle from my ill-fated Cessna Caravan. Yep, worked like a charm. And that beat-up wheel pan will have to get fixed later.
Okay, we got ailerons, elevator, rudder. All right, we're gonna try.
Try to break her again, no doubt.
Try again. Change the motor offset a little bit. We're at the navigate some puddles here. Elevator, rudder, ailerons, and we're off. There we go. It just sounded a little burky for a second.
So far, so good. No surprises.
There we go. She's up. Come around. Seems to doing okay. Back up the throttle a little bit. Yes, no more pitching up.
Looks like I fixed the issue.
Yes, we're doing good.
But I needed to double check that fix.
Yeah, that's it. All right, bring her in for a landing. Keep a little bit of throttle in this time. Got a bit of a cross.
Definitely feels better on approach, but I was not quite aligned with the runway.
We'll go around. I'm gonna go to low rate elevator.
Next try went much better.
There we go. That's it. Ah! I left off the elevator.
Until it didn't.
Dang it, that was my fault. I left the elevator. You gotta hold that elevator once it's down.
I just couldn't end on a tip over. I had to keep going until I got it right. Failure is not an option.
All right, round two, fight.
This better be good, or there'll be hell to pay.
Yes. No, no, don't tip over. Yes. That's the ticket. Hold the elevator.
Indeed. Time for a celebration.
Woohoo! Victory lap! Victory lap! Victory lap! Not too much of a victory lap. Throttle cut. There we go. Yeah, that's a good. Now that's how you do it. Mostly. Yes, I will not be defeated. Well, anyways, so I actually wanted to go back and look at the second to last landing. Now, when I looked at the video, it does indeed look like something must have gotten stuck in the left wheel, as it was a pretty smooth three-point landing just before it abruptly stopped and flipped. I'm also guessing the throttle pitch coupling may have had something to do with this really big cowl. And, well, once I added a little bit of up thrust, that really seemed to have fixed the issue. So my thoughts. It's generally a nice flying model that handles better than I thought it would, but it's certainly not for beginners. It really begs to be flown smoothly, and you really need to fly it to the ground under power when landing it. Now that said, it looks great in the air, and every time I take it to the field, they get really attracted to it. And I'd love to see how it would fly with a 40 or even 50 cc engine, or even a radio. That'll buff out.